I see you, bro. Can I? I think this setup is better than last week's too. Let me know what you think. The light is. I think this setup is better. It looks better. That's light. I think this is. I look mad shiny. Jesus. Joshine, this setup is better than last week. It look better. It looks better. The backdrop. I know you know backdrops and all that. I feel like the colors look better. The lighting is better. What do you think? Yeah. I actually had to do this I forgot that my nieces and nephews were coming today. So I couldn't be in the same room as I was before because they were making mad noise down there. Just running around. Jashim, I just watched your video, bro. That video is you're hilarious. You're just doing the masking like it's nothing now. How long does it take you to do that? To do that edit, to do the masking edit? He said days. Oh, I knew it. I knew that's tough. What's up, Edith? What's up, Inakori? What's up, Ari? 10 minutes to do that whole masking thing? For real? That's crazy. Cause I know you got to do something like shoot yourself in like both places and make sure you don't make any movements in one of them or something like that. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try one. That's hard. I don't know. I'm probably not gonna try one, but really. Kiara, what's up? I just watched your last video, Kiara, with the kids doing tricks and stuff. It was fire. That the last kid who did the spin over the whole stairs or over the whole whatever was crazy. What's up, Vince? I always wanted to learn how to skateboard like that and do stuff like that. Actually, I like rollerblading better, but I always wanted to learn how to do like tricks and stuff when I was younger, but those times is over. Yeah, Vince, I think so. Like you said in your one that you said you're gonna try to make like a certain date where you do yours too, a certain day. I think I'm gonna try to make mine Friday. Like you said, this is so much. It's easy. Like now, I have to just focus on 2 videos, and then doing a live stream instead of the whole week focusing on doing 3 videos. So this is like easier for me. And like you said, you just showed your stats on the in the group chat, and the stats are crazy from the live stream that you just did yesterday. That was funny. I hope the light. This is just way better. I feel like way better. Like the first one, I felt like the lighting was in my eyes. It was just blind. Every time I looked, like try to look in the camera, the light was just killing me. Yeah, you said that too. How do you? So I think what is it? Is the one person is like the moderator, right? And then like they'll be able to see the comments, and then they can like whatever reply to them, right? Something like that. I heard about that. Like I actually been in live streams where people had that, where they have like moderator. They have like a their name comes up and it's like dark color or something like, or some kind of color, and then I think there's like a wrench by their name or something like that. Yeah, definitely. So I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes and we'll start. What's up, Mad Max? What's up? Max out. Max TV. Call him Mad Max. I call him Mad Max. Yeah, Max. Anytime I need like a new song or something, a new hit, his channel is the go-to for that. He does reaction channels for music. It definitely. I'm good. That's a funny story, actually, Vince. My mom got this for me. My mom and my sister got this for me for my birthday. I guess they just bought a normal hat and then just got the writing on it or whatever. Yeah, most definitely. So I didn't promote this live stream as much as I promoted the first one. So I wanted to do a test. I wanted to see what the difference would be of the people in this one and my first one without like putting out as much as I put out. I just want to see if there was going to be like a huge difference, be any kind of difference, because I definitely feel like with my videos, there is now becoming like, I don't want to say I'm stagnant, but there's like it's like once you got to 1K, I don't know, Vince, if you agree with me, but once you get to 1K, it's like you're back to zero in a sense. I don't know if that makes sense, Vince, if what I'm saying makes sense. But like when I got to 1K, I'm thinking like, okay, everything is gonna start getting eaten. But once you get to 1K, it's like you have to now figure out another way to continue to grow. Like it's crazy. It's like I feel like I'm at like a point where I'm like trying to figure out once again, like what do I do with this channel to continue like to make it grow? Like Vince, everything you said was so true about the like about not about like what you would do if you had a second chance, like what like you wouldn't follow as many people. Like that's so true. It's so true. Like the strategy we used, like to gain the followers, like we might have gained it to like 1K and stuff, but a lot of that it was like it's literally like you said, it's like kind of sub for sub what we were doing, kind of like it wasn't really like real, like for the most part, it wasn't 100% support because I know a lot of them do not support me anymore. Or maybe never have. Changing people's lives. What's up? All right, we're about to get going. We're about to go. It don't even matter. So pretty much what I was just trying to talk about today is, or tonight was, oh yeah, before I get into it, I want to say that everybody that's here in the chat, if you have a personal question, I got this from Vince Lou too. If you have a question you want to ask me, just at me. So put my name, and when I go through it, I'll answer that. Also, everybody who's here, put in the chat what your channel name is, or it doesn't matter if your channel name is on there, but just put what your channel is about, like in as few words as possible. Then when I go through the comments, I'll shout out each one of your channels and be like, go to such and such channel. He does this or she does that or whatever. So I'm gonna put that in the. Actually, I'm gonna write that in the comments right now, and then I'm just copy and paste it. Hold on. Right. What your channel is about in the comments. All right. So everyone. So like I said, everybody. I'm gonna copy this. So I'll just continue to paste it. So I put everyone write what your channel is about, and after I'm done, whatever with this first spiel or whatever, I'll go through the comments and then I'll shout out each one of you and say, such and go to such and such channel. They do this, they do that, and it doesn't have to be a lot of words. It just whatever. Kick it with Dan. This guy's a Putain. What's up, Francis? All right. So what I wanted to talk about is pretty much just talking in front of the camera, like how to get comfortable with talking in front of the camera. And I think like all things, it will never be perfect. You'll never get perfect at it, but there are ways that you can get better. So some things that I do is one thing I do is, I don't know if this makes sense, but I kind of look past the camera. So I don't necessarily look into the actual lens of the camera. I kind of look through it and look past it, if that makes sense. So I try my best not to focus on the camera actually being there. I try to look past it and just act like I'm talking to like nothing, if that makes sense, like into the space. And that helps me like become a little more comfortable and helps me to not always be like, oh man, I'm talking in front of a camera, or camera's right in front of me, or whatever the case may be. And it definitely, I definitely came to realize that talking in front of a camera, like you're never gonna be perfect. Like your words are never gonna come out perfect. I don't know about you guys, but one thing I don't like when I watch people's videos is when they make the jump cuts, like after every 2 seconds they talk. Like I can't what like where it's like such and such, hey, my name is Coach Kev, then they cut. I went to go do this, then they cut. I'm from here, then they cut. Like that's just too many. Like I understand not wanting to have like dead points and stuff like that when you talk, but I just can't watch videos with so many jump. I feel like there has to be some kind of authenticity like with your speaking, because I say that to say that it's funny because Jashim just brought this person up and I'm bringing him up too. Is I follow this guy, Peter Lindgren. And when I watch his videos, he does like when he talks, he'll mess up. So he'll say a word, like he'll try to say school, but he'll say school, but he'll keep it there. So he'll go like school. And then he'll just make fun of himself. He'll look up in the air like school, and then keep that in the actual video without cutting that out and then like redoing it. So I started to like be like, why does he do that? Like, what's the reason that he's such a big YouTuber yet he doesn't cut out the dead points, and a lot of us do? So I'm starting to try to follow like what he's doing and try to be more like that, where even if I might mess up a word here or there, I try to do my best to recover as I'm talking and just continue and just keep it going, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. But like I said, it's just like I even watch like basketball, like these athletes getting paid millions of dollars who are so used to cameras being in front of their faces when they talk. They even mess up. They even say a lot of hesitation. Like I think it just comes with the territory of just speaking in general. And like I know that it's tough to listen to somebody who's always going, hey, my name is Coach Kev. I'm back to doing this. And like it's hard to hear that all the time, but I feel like it's okay to add that here and there into your videos, if that makes sense. Like I like a mix of the jump cuts and the knowing that there's a little pause here and there or a little mess up here and there, because it makes me feel, I feel like this is just for me personally, so I could be 100% wrong, but I feel like a better connection with whoever I'm watching when I see those types of videos, if that makes sense. So that's pretty much it for like the for like talking in front of the camera. It took me from probably I started really focusing on YouTube in January, and then I probably say it took about till mid June, so about 6 months until I like started really starting to get like comfortable in front of the camera. Like it took like that, and I don't know if it's because I would watch my video or see like my videos having some sort of success that made me more confident to continue to make videos and continue to speak in front of the camera. But it definitely takes a while. It's not an overnight process of getting comfortable in front of the camera, but like everything, like even me talking right now, it's like the comments are going all this stuff, but I'm literally looking at a webcam, but I'm talking to all of y'all, which is crazy. I'm trying to have this like intimate conversation with all of you, but I'm just looking at a piece of equipment, a circle on it. Like it's gonna be weird regardless, because it's just it's not natural. But I think if we just try our best to like what I try to do, one thing I do is I started doing this like a couple weeks ago is I'll go like if I find myself messing up, so I do a take here and I mess up here, I'll take a deep breath and I'll be like, just relax, like literally relax my shoulders and relax and just start talking like I'm talking to like anybody else, like literally, and just flow and just talk. And that when I start doing that, I feel like the words come together easier for me than when I'm kind of like sitting up like this and like kind of tight, like my name is Coach Kevin. I'm, you know what I mean? I'm trying to think. I think like once I get like loose and I'm like, okay, just here, just talking normal like I always do, and that's what I'm thinking to myself. I feel like everything is like comes out more natural, if that makes sense. But that's my spiel on talking in front of the camera. So if you guys are just coming in, leave a quick comment on what your YouTube channel is about, and then I'll just give you a quick shout out. Tell people to go check y'all out. Support. All this is support. We're just trying to, all of us are kind of just learning on the fly out here. Nobody has the answers to everything. We're just out here trying to do stuff. But Max, get you. I was at 1.9K subs going into January this year. I got 3, which was a big jump. I thought this could be it, but nah, only 300. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So Max, I feel the same way. So I don't know if Vince, you want to answer this too, or you believe this? Like once I hit 1K, and Vince said this before because that outreach that we did before we stopped really doing that. But once I hit 1K, it feels like everything just started, like the subscriber count started slowing down, like the view it's just weird. It feels like things just like instead of in my mind, I'm like, once I get to 1K, everything is just gonna start shooting up. But once I hit 1K, it kind of goes like here, and then this is 1K, and now you're like, so now YouTube tells you, okay, you made it to 1K. Now you got to figure out a way to get over this little hump and then get to the next level or whatever the case may be. But yeah, Max, that's where I'm at too. It's crazy. It's like it's kind of disheartening. You're like, damn, I thought I was on the rise more than that. Kiara. So Kiara Hargrove, she has a skateboarding channel. She is one of those driven people. She's one of those people that I know she'll go all in because she till the wheels fall off, she'll attempt a trick. She'll go and keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. And even if like skateboarding might not be her thing, like her videos are so that's inspiring that she just doesn't give up. But go check her out. She's killing it. HB point of view, great guy. Current events. If you need update, HV point of view is like the he'll be like your news channel. Anytime you need update of anything going on in the world or anything, he'll definitely have it, and he has a great perspective and a great point of view when it comes to everything. So definitely check him out too. Life with Vince Lou. What don't you do? Life with Vince Lou. He does everything. Ultraman lifting, blah. He's just Vince is funny. Vince the other day, Vince is on he said for this year ends, he is gonna post one video a day the whole year. But in his live stream yesterday, he was like, looking back on it, I wouldn't have made that promise. And I under right when you said that, Vince, I felt your pain. I was like, yeah, that's so like me doing 3 videos a week is tough for me. I feel like there's some times where I'm kind of rushing to put out a video. Like I couldn't imagine doing one video every day. Like I don't even feel like my life is that interesting to like to watch you get to have you guys watch me put out one video a day. Like that's crazy. Like that work. I literally to put out one video a day. I don't know how you do it, Vince, but for me, I would have to just solely focus on YouTube. I couldn't do nothing else but YouTube. Like everything from when I wake up to go to sleep would just be all YouTube, and that's tough. I don't know, Vince. You're better than me, Vince. But you said you're gonna do it, and I know you're a man of your word, so you're definitely gonna do it. Changing people's lives. His channel is about changing. That's funny, but it's so true. Changing people's lives, simply bringing videos on positivity, confidence, motivational, and videos that will help you become a better person. Definitely, all positivity, changing people's lives. That's the type of stuff we need right now, especially with the craziness of these elections about to happen. Everything like this thing, like we're going through some crazy time. Like we need as much positivity as we can get right now, and you're definitely go-to for that. So I definitely support you. Empowered personal growth and books and book summaries. Book summaries for personal development, just spreading the love. Definitely. He like I knew that he had a great channel because I remember I was reading, I forget which book it was. There was something I was reading, and then he did a review on it while I was reading it, and I was like, and he didn't know I was reading that book, and I was like, yeah, we're on the same mindset. So definitely, if you guys aren't into actually reading books yourself, follow his channel. So at least you'll be able to see a video version of the book, and you can still get some kind of idea, some kind of inspiration from it. Inner core Ari, self-improvement stories. I love your editing, Ari. Your editing is great. I love the way I copy your editing a lot of times. I love the way you transition from you talking to like showing what you're talking about. So whether it's like you talking, then showing you visually, like writing a book, writing on a piece of paper or looking in the sky or walking around. Like I love your editing. I definitely steal some stuff from you. You got a great channel. I definitely steal stuff. Francis Floyd, mental health and motivation. You're late. Yeah. Go. Sorry if I'm butchering the latest video, Francis. I don't know what the name, but it was great. The one that you did with the collab, I forget what the name, but that video was great. And you do a great job of when like with the mental health, incorporating the mental health into working out. Like you do a great job of meshing the two. Like it's a great, you're definitely positivity going with that. Kick it with Dang, sneakers, style, and science. Kick it with Dang. Kick it with Dang. If we started this YouTube stuff like 5 years ago, every time you come out with a new video of us the sneakers, I would probably go buy those sneakers right on the career. That's how I was. I was very bad with buying. I used to have like 200 pairs. I used to have so many pairs of sneakers. I don't have that. I'm not like that anymore, but I appreciate like where you come from in the style, because at the end of the day, none of us want to look crazy out here. We always want to look good, man. Your gear is on point. Kick it with Dan. You have gear for days. He has gear for days, actually. I can imagine how many sneakers he has. Kev said, do you find that way certain words over and over without you knowing it's part of your speech? What do you mean, Kev? Like, do I find like when I say certain words over and over? Yeah. So like, do you mean like saying like a lot and saying stuff like that? That is part of your speech? I say now a lot. I say so a lot. It's us. We say a lot of like keywords. I say now this, now that. I say so. So we go here and then so that didn't happen, but yeah, I'd say that like it's so like messing with YouTube, you just realize how much your speech is not just it's pretty much the same keywords every time we talk. It's like the same keywords we use. I'm trying to build my vocabulary though. English is longer. Yeah, you're right. So I think that, but that's why it's easier for him to keep the mess ups. But for all of us, Jashim, we can't like talking is not an easy thing to do. Like talking to people is not like easy. I mean, it's tough. What's up, CL? Uh, uh, Kiku dancing. Kika Dane said, "What do you do with your? Oh, what did I do with my collection? So that's when eBay was like first popping and it was good. Like I think now eBay takes probably I don't know, I'm not in it no more, but I think eBay now takes too much of your money from when you sell. But they used to like give you like pretty much all the money when you sold. So when eBay was popping like that, I put everything on eBay, like all them sneaks. So at first thing I would just look out for my friends and just be like, who want like does anybody want a pair, whatever. If they didn't want it, I put it straight on eBay. And I had pretty much most of my collection was Jordans. So those are easy to resell Jordans as long as they don't look scuffed up or crazy or nothing. People are gonna buy Jordans. And I'm a size 11, 10 and a half and 11. So that's a size for most people. So getting rid of them sneakers was the easiest thing ever. I miss them though. Some of them I miss. I'm not gonna lie, I miss some of them. Uh, now a lot. Yeah, yeah. No, a lot. We say a lot of things. It's funny that we say a lot of key. There's like key phrases and key things that. But I think I don't know. I was gonna say I think the more we focus on those is the hard like the more we focus on all right, I'm not gonna say because I focused so hard on not saying so and I like for a week straight I got so out of there and then I started saying now all the time. So I'm like one thing goes away and then now I'm just everything is now. I was like, man, after that I was like, whatever, man. I'll say so. I used to try to cut out the so's and cut out the nows. I'm like, F that. It's whatever. So this, now that. It don't matter. Uh, yeah, see, cool. Everybody, see, a lot of y'all didn't even know about each other and you're subscribing to each other's channel, which is dope. That's dope. Bye. Yeah, Vince Lou. So that's why I agree with you, Vince, with your daily videos. That's why I when you say like I don't do B-roll and all that stuff, because if you added B-roll and then if you added music and all this other stuff, that's just too much. For daily videos, I couldn't do that. That you wouldn't be able to do daily videos if you added all that extra stuff. It'd just be impossible. The only way you can do daily videos is exactly how you're doing daily videos. Drew writes, glad to see you doing a live stream. Thank you, Drew. Yes, Drew. It's just getting I promise, Drew. Getting comfortable in front of the camera is not something that happens overnight, but like with all things, and if you continue to do it, you get better. Just do. Jashim, his channel is about photo filmmaking, talk, and tutorials. I just watched his latest video right before I came live. He put out, and it is I think 5.5 minutes of pure greatness. Great. His edit. I definitely steal. Kev and Jashim, I steal a lot of their editing tricks and tips. I get a lot from those two. CL, thank you for coming through. He said talking to humans. Yeah, that's definitely the facts. Okay, yeah. So pretty much like when I said the don't care mentality, like when it comes to YouTube, it's like in general, like starting a YouTube channel, not having subscribers, not feeling like, oh man, people are gonna laugh at me for promoting this video with 50 subscribers or with only 20 or whatever the case may be. Like it's just having that mentality of kind of trying to block things out, whether it's like when we're out and if you're a vlogging channel and you have your camera out and about, and then you always have that mindset of people watching you while you're recording. But what I've come to realize is a lot of people really do not care about what you're doing. Like they're like people are so focused in on what they have to do personally. Like they like as much as you think somebody's watching you or focused on you, they're really not. And once you get out of that mindset of thinking that like, okay, what if I mess up here, or what if this happens, or what if, and just do and just take action, like things just start to open up. It's so crazy. Like I've always had the mentality of when I went out with my friends, like I was always so say it was a bunch of guys and there's a bunch of us and we're going out to a bar or a club or whatever. I was always one of the guys that go out and try to dance with the girls, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna give you a real life situation. So I would never be. I hate being that guy that goes to the bar, the club, and you're just on the wall, or you're just like, oh, she looks good, but you don't say nothing. Like I could never be that. I was always the type that goes out and tries to talk to the girl and tries to, even if they reject me, which happens a lot. And guys, I don't know, guys in the comments, you can attest to this. Like we've gotten rejected way more than we've gotten accepted. Like it's just gonna be a part of like it's gonna happen. Like it's a numbers game and it's gonna happen like that. But I feel like there's a lot of people that are scared to even make that attempt, to even go out and try to talk to the girl, whatever the case may be. And I feel like that's the same way with like YouTube and with everything. Is like people are scared of initial attempt because they're scared of how people are going to look at them. So when with the example with the girls, how are their friends going to laugh at me because she rejected me, or my friends going to look at me saying, like, oh, he's so corny, why is he trying to talk to these girls, they don't even like him, or something like that. Like I can give two F's about any of that. I don't care what other people think when it comes to stuff like that, because I know that me taking an action like that, 90% of them won't even take that action. They're scared. They're too scared to even take the action, which already puts me two steps ahead of them for just taking the action. Because to me, it's a learning experience. So whether I do something and I make a YouTube video and then I mess up here or there, or maybe the lighting's not good or whatever the case may be, to me, that's not negative or like oh, I shouldn't have done this. It's a learning. It's for me, it's like a check on, okay, next time I do a video, I gotta really focus in on what my lighting is at, what is looking at, how am I looking in the video, and not make the same mistake over and over again. So when I say like don't care mentality, it's more so like not worrying about what others think about you and not worrying about like thinking about the bigger picture and not always focused on like how this next video is going to do. I know it's tough too. I say this stuff like it's easy, but like none of this is easy. All this comes with just doing and just like mentally becoming stronger and stronger with each time that you like get through it. Like I said, it's a process, but I promise the point in my life when I got to like really saying to myself that I don't care anymore, like the relief that I felt, like just this weight that just dropped off of my shoulders, like it's really like a fulfilling like prophecy. I know it might sound crazy, but once you get past that mindset of really caring what others think about what you're doing, like you really become like taking action is really like it comes like this, it comes like that, like it's one of the best feelings. But so for me, that's what I mean by like with like a don't care mentality, if that makes sense. Ace. I don't know if that makes sense. Um Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So I never want to be the person, like even with the YouTube, I feel like I think some of you guys can attest to this too, is that even with YouTube, I feel like I should have started it earlier. You know what I mean? Like I look back and like, why was I so hesitant to start? Even though I believe that everything happens for a reason, it's still like, why did I even have the mentality of being scared to even start it? Especially now, knowing what YouTube's all about, like this whole process that we're going through, like I could imagine if this was 5 years ago and where we'd be right now. Like it's just crazy to think like that. But like have to take it shouldn't always have to take an extra or an extra motivation or whatever for you to just do something, or just like, especially if it's something that you love and something that you enjoy doing. And for us, like this YouTube has definitely opened my eyes to a lot of different experiences. Like it's crazy. I can't begin to imagine like what I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what I would be doing right now. Like I know what I'd be doing, but I mean like literally I don't know what I'd be doing because I'm still not working and I just got I work at a gym. I'm from New Jersey and New Jersey just gave the go ahead to open up fitness centers 25%. Like and knowing New Jersey, somebody's gonna mess that up and then they're gonna reset and go back because that's how they are out there. But I work in a fitness center and they they said that we were probably gonna come back like mid to late September, and then they just sent an email like they're looking at no earlier than January 4th, 2021. I'm like, man, I'm like, so what the hell? Like, if it wasn't for YouTube right now, I would literally, because I'm not coaching, like they just started opening back up basketball and coaching and stuff like that. So I'm like, from late March till now, like what would I have been doing like without YouTube? It's crazy to think. Like I complain, sometimes we complain like it's a lot of work and stuff like that, but I'd rather have been doing all this than just been sitting around and doing nothing. Like that'd be crazy. Yeah, it would be crazy for me. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, some people are wired differently. You're right, Jesse. Like some people are are wired differently. Vince is definitely one. I'm glad you guys are subbing to each other's channels. What's that? Yeah, it's definitely been like even for me. So I could say that I wrote this down. So I put that so I believe there's like three different levels when it comes to like you attempting something. So there's the people like that are gonna believe in you from the beginning. There's the people that are not going to believe in you from the beginning, and then there's the people that are just going to be neutral and not care either way. So I believe that the people that believe in you, if you accomplish what you said you're going to accomplish, they'll be either surprised and they'll be like, wow, I can't believe you really did this, or they'll be like, man, I knew you could do this all along, like I was with you from the beginning, like type stuff. Like I believe that that's the two feelings they would get from that. And I believe that the person that didn't believe in you from the beginning, if you mess up or if you don't accomplish it, will be like, yeah, I told you couldn't do it from the start. You shouldn't even have attempted that. Or they'll be like, wait, how the hell did he do that? How was he able? You know what I mean? It's like like types like that. And then the neutral person, I feel like it's just always gonna be neutral regardless. So even if you accomplish what you said you're gonna accomplish, they'll just still be neutral throughout. But I say all that to say that even with those three, at the end of the day, all you should be focused on is what you can control. Because at the end of the day, you cannot control what others think, what others feel. Like, all you can control is doing what you have to do. So if you accomplish what you have to accomplish, then everything is going to come and everything is going to fall in place. So you'll get the best of both worlds. You get the people that say, I was with you from the beginning, great job. Then you'll get the people that say, how did you do it? And you get to tell a story about how you did it. And you get the praise of doing it. So that's how I feel when it comes to that. Like doing that. Kev said keyboard dancing. Kevin's stupid, man. Yeah, right. The YouTube does help to take away from thinking about like the stuff that's going on out here. It's crazy world. Kiara said I stopped because of haters. Yeah, and that's the number one thing we can't do, because at the end of the day, Kiara, haters are gonna be there regardless. And you know what's funny? I always think to myself, so I could be wrong, but this is how I think when it comes to haters. Like for me, if I don't have haters, then I'm not doing something of importance, or I'm not doing anything that's worthwhile. Because the only time you get haters is because you're doing something that's standing out, and they're hating on you for whatever reason. Doesn't matter what the reason is. But I want to be doing something where people are hating on me. That means that I've made it to a point where people are, because at the end of the day, Kara, the haters are watching too. And the haters might be watching more than the supporters, because the haters wanna laugh at you if you don't make it. Crack on you. That's how they are. But the haters are mostly the people that are scared to attempt. That's why they're haters, because they hate because they're scared to take that risk. Keep on pushing forward. Exactly, Ace. Yes, Francis. Words everyone needs to hear. Yep. Kill the haters. Yep. Yeah, no, it's true. Yeah, that's definitely what it is. So I'm gonna tell you guys this quick story. So what's up, Ryan? So I'm gonna tell you guys this quick story. So I was going to this AAU tournament in Kentucky, and for some odd reason, flying. So I don't. So you guys probably don't. I don't know if any of you guys know, but flying from New Jersey to Kentucky is a shorter distance than flying from New Jersey to. Well, I don't know if it's a shorter distance, but it's about the same distance from flying from New Jersey to Cincinnati. But for some reason, when you fly to Kentucky, it's like 300. So it'd be like $330, and then the same flight to Cincinnati would be like $189. It's like the stupidest thing ever. So we never fly directly into Kentucky. What we do is we fly to Cincinnati, then we rent a car or whatever, and we drive to Kentucky for our tournaments. So we were doing that for one of these tournaments, and we decided to fly out of Philadelphia. So we flew out of Philadelphia. It's me, my assistant coach. He has twin girls, and then we have another girl with us. So it's 5 of us total on the flight. And we're flying to Cincinnati. So it's me. So it's me, my girl that I coach, and then somebody else. And then there's the aisle, and then there's 2 people on that side. So the person on next to me, like in the aisle to my left, was like just a normal guy, but then he started talking to me. He was like, oh, he's like, where you guys headed? I don't know. He just brought up a conversation. He's just like, where you guys headed? Where you going? Such and such. So I explained to him I was going to an AAU tournament with Coach Basso. I was like, this is one of the kids right here. The coach is behind, in the back, whatever the case may be. So we had a normal conversation on the flight to Cincinnati, just chopping up, just talking. So he told me that he was like he did something with like gas or oil or something like that. I don't know what he did something where he struck oil. I don't know what he said, something big, but something where he was like of importance. And he said he was just coming back from like a golf outing or something, or whatever the case would be. So as the flight lands now, and now it's pulling into the terminal or whatever, the guy hands me puts his hand out towards me. And I'm like, what is this guy doing? I don't know what he's doing. He's like, take this. So I look down, and it's money. He has cash in his hand. So I'm like, so you know how I'm not going to just take money. You know what I mean? I'm not just going to just snatch it and take the money. So I'm like, no, sir, I'm not going to take your money. Thank you, but we don't need that. He's like, take my money. Trust me, take it. So you know me, you don't got to ask me twice. So after he said, take the money, I was like, all right, I'll take the money. But I'm not gonna just sit here and count the money in front of him while he's there. I just take the money and put it like in my pocket or whatever. So what the girl that I coach is, she's like all this going on. She's like, you know how kids are. She's like, oh my god, you know how kids are. She's just like hyped it, whatever the case may be. So the guy walks off the plane. So me and her are sitting. So I want to pull out. I want to count how much money he gave me. I'm like, wait, hold on. These are hundreds. I'm looking at this like 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. I'm like, bro, this is like $800 he gave me. And mind you, I don't know him from nothing. All I told him is that we're going to go drive to Kentucky to coach, and I'm going to go coach these girls. So this guy, so once we get off the plane, and I walked past, he's like, if I had more money on me, I would have gave it to you, but that's all I had in my pocket. So sorry, it wasn't a lot. I was like, sorry, you just gave me $800. I don't even know you, like out of nowhere. So we meet him, we see him again in baggage claim, and he's like, where's your guys' tickets for your flight back and stuff like that? When you guys coming back, such and such. So we're like, yeah, we're coming back on this date. Here's our tickets, whatever the case may be. He's like, oh, okay, give me your names. Write your names on a piece of paper. Me and my assistant coach is like, I'll give it to the boarding or one of the boarding people, whatever, and they'll hook you up on your flight back. They'll hook you up. So I'm like, what is this? I'm like, I don't know what he's talking about. So I'm like, you know, some people just talk. I'm like, he's just a talk or whatever. So we're on the flight. So we get back to the airport after the tournament, and now we're about to board for the flight back. So we about to board, get on the flight, and then and the person like doing the ticket is like, where are you going? You know you're first class. I'm like, first class? He's like, me and the assistant goes, so whatever that guy did, he upgraded our tickets to first class. And mind you, I've never flew first class ever in my life. So this was the greatest experience. As soon as you sit down in first class, the first thing they ask you is, what kind of drink would you like, sir? Like, that's the first thing they ask. They don't even let you settle down and shit. Like, they ask you what drink, and you get rounds, and you can knock off. So I forgot what I got. I don't even care what I got. I told them, whatever you want to give me, just give me whatever. They had given me rounds and rounds and rounds and rounds. I remember when I got off that plane, me and the assistant coach, I was lit. I was like, yeah. Did we just fly first class because of this guy that we don't even know? Like, until this day, he gave me his business card, and I cannot believe I lost it because I would have been called. I should have stayed in contact with that guy. I'm so mad I lost his business card. Like, it is the craziest thing. But that's like, that was like, I don't know if you guys ever flew first class, but first class is everything that they say it is. Like that. It's truly like amazing. He said, I'd be drunk on takeoff. I'd be drunk too, but it's crazy. It's so much different being able to just drink on a plane like that. It's just that feeling is just is crazy. Unlimited drink seat. That's yeah. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not, I promise you, it was, I can't even, I don't even know how to begin to explain this. Like, they're literally, I'm thinking it's like a 2-drink minimum or 3. They're giving you, as long as you drink whatever you want, they're just throwing at you. I'm like, bruh, my legs is stretched out. I have bad knees. So if my knees stay bent for too long and they start to hurt, my legs is stretched out. The, flight attendant is putting a pillow on the back of my head. When the plane landed, I didn't even want to get off the plane. I wanted to sleep on the plane and stay there. I was like, bro, can I just stay here on the plane? Joshie, I messed up bad. Losing his card is one of the dumbest things I did. I tried to find him on Facebook. I tried to Google I tried everything to find this guy. I can't find him. Maybe he was like an angel or something. It's crazy. Jen, that was book reading. It was my story that I just told. That was my book reading. That's Ryan Chang. I was watching tennis too. Low key, I like tennis is fire to me. That might be an unpopular opinion to some people, but I love tennis. I don't know what it is about tennis, women's or men's. It don't matter. Tennis is fire to me. Like, I honestly wish I had the skill to play tennis. I would want to learn how to play tennis. Like, it just the way they can just like they hit that ball mad hard over that net is insane. Hey, what's up, Robbie? Fit Lab, what's up? Yes, first class was amazing. someone in the bathroom to wipe you. I didn't go to the bathroom, but that might be the truth. That might have happened. They might just what do they call? Oh, they might have what is it? What's that called? Oh my gosh, what's that called? Where you guys like in the bathroom where you get damn, I forgot the word for it. Where Mile High Club, the Mile High Club. That's what they do, the Mile High Club out there and stuff like that. I don't know if that's true. I don't know. I've never had that experience, so I couldn't tell you. But if any of you have had it, make a video go viral. He'll definitely find us. That's a fact. Because I think he knows. I told him everything about it, everything that I do. So he knows about the organization I coach for and everything. So he definitely would. If he wanted to, he'd be able to find me. That's a fact. Hell no. Y'all are funny. What's up, my BS life? What's up? No, I'm definitely so he said the ass cleaner. I'm not a big flyer. Like I'm not big with fly. I don't know if any of you have ever flown Spirit Airlines, but Spirit Airlines is the scariest flight. You'll never want to fly again if you fly Spirit. So I promise, if any of you haven't flown Spirit yet, don't fly Spirit Airlines. And I might I might not be sponsored by now. I might have just lost my sponsorship with Spirit, but forget that. Bro, as soon as you take off from Spirit Airlines, the plane just starts rumbling and just goes like this the whole flight. I'm like, yo, is the engine gonna just blow up and we just gonna fall out the sky out here? I'm like, this is Spirit, and they charge you for your bags and everything. Spirit is awful. It's pretty bad actually. Yeah, don't fly Spirit. Pay the extra 50 or 100 whatever and go American Airlines or United or whatever the next one is. Yeah, I'm heartbroken. So I'm heartbroken. My team, Chris Paul, they lost, and tonight is the first game of the Heat and the Lakers. So I will do like 5 more minutes on here and then call it a night because I definitely want the Lakers to smack the trash Heat. That's the Rockets, because not the Heat, the Rockets and the Lakers, because the Rockets beat my OKC Thunder. Not my OKC, but Chris Paul. For Holy Spirit, that's a fact. You pray the whole flight. I'm just praying, like, don't. That's why I don't like flying, because I know that they say that you have a better chance of dying, or whatever, in a car accident or whatever. But I feel like in cars and stuff like that, you have more control over things. Like flying, you have no control. You're literally just there, and whatever happens with that plane is over. You're falling out, like there's no jumping out the plane and rescuing or surviving or anything like that. So it was over. His $800 investment. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna figure out a way to find him because my assistant coach was there too, and we're gonna just one day pick a day to really just try to like scout, especially nowadays with technology. There has to be a way to just because I know if I see his face, I'll know who he is. I just have to see his face again. I don't know. Spirit before landing. Kev, who you, I got. I honestly don't care. I just I don't care who wins, but I think LA is gonna beat them because they're just too. They're on a. I feel like it's a. So when it comes to sports, I'm very, like when it comes to I'm into, what's it called, stories. Like I feel like like when there's something behind something, like I feel like that's how everything plays out. So like how when the Cavs were down 3-1 and there's no team ever came back from 3-1 in the finals and they miraculously come back 3-1 and win 4-3. Like I feel like they're into stories. So I feel like this, rest in peace, the story for the Lakers this season is Kobe's death, and they're gonna win. They're gonna win for Kobe. Yeah, so kick it down. I feel like the Lakers are they're gonna get the Lakers to win, and then they're gonna have this big like Kobe shout out ceremony. Really, Fit Lab? Used to train. Yeah, I'm basketball to the heart. So I've never trained NBA players, but I've worked out with NBA players before. I've worked out with Carl Towns because he's from Jersey. He's literally like 15 minutes from where I grew up in New Jersey. So Carl Anthony Towns would always come back so Carl Anthony Towns. So if you guys don't know, Carl Anthony Towns plays for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He's pretty good. He's actually pretty good. And he comes back for the summer and works out in Jersey, and he tries to be like low key so a lot of people don't know. And this one time when my friend just random, I don't know if he knew he was going to be there, but it was the area where he's from, so you can't say it's random, but he was just there, luckily there that day, and I got to work out with him, and not really work out with him, really just rebound and not really work out, but take a picture and stuff like that. He's good too. NBA players, guys, if you've never seen an NBA player like live working out and doing stuff, they're as good as you think. Like this guy was shooting from half court, like just with ease, making threes. It was crazy. And he's like 6'11". The guy just like my head goes to his waist. Richard Jefferson, Luke Walton. Yeah, nah, that's crazy. That's funny you say that, but it's funny because a lot of the great coaches, FitLab, weren't really good in basketball themselves either. They just whatever. They just studied the game. So I'm pretty much you have an understanding of basketball and you understand how to train and what they got to do to get ready to play basketball. So that's why they got you as a trainer. This was fun, guys. This was fun. Yeah, I hope the lighting and everything was better. I feel like it was better. The green behind me, everything. I got Kobe here by my side, like always. Definitely FitLab, definitely. Well, we can even exchange numbers over the message we exchange. I could green screen. I was thinking about that. I was thinking about green screen. Vince, I got the lighting from you, Vince. I saw your stream and I was like, damn, Vince is improving his lighting. I was like, I got to. So I was like, let me find an angle. I just have it right here in front of me, and it's just the same thing, a soft box, and it's just on me. Just pushing right forward. Definitely. All right, guys. I hope the best for everyone. And hopefully with yeah, I'm using it on. So the funny thing with that is Kev Kev is funny. So Kev came out with a video on like you should always shoot in manual mode. But I said I have a GH5, Panasonic GH5 is my whatever camera. And the reviews on it said that the autofocus wasn't as good. Everything else about it, like it was a great starting off camera for videography and doing whatever you want to do. But the autofocus was not, that was its down point. And that's what made like the A7 III and all these other cameras like kind of better than it. But I was like, I'm gonna get it because I'm just a beginner, and it's like the best out of the box camera to just like with minimal changing and just being able to get it working. So Vince, to answer your question, getting the GH5 forced me to shoot in manual mode from the start because the autofocus wasn't good. So I had to learn to shoot from manual from the start. And I just got good at it. And now I don't, even though they updated with the firmware and they got the autofocus way, way better than what it was, I still don't do autofocus. I like the control of like when I shoot of like seeing stuff focus and just controlling where I'm. I don't know. I'm just weird like that. And they say that's how the Hollywood people or the big time people do it. So I want to like feel like when I'm shooting like a Hollywood scene and stuff like that. If that makes sense. Kev, Love Island. Kev, I didn't even know about Love Island, and now I see previews for it. I didn't know that was I knew it was a show, but I've never watched Love Island. But that's hilarious. Yes, Fit Lab. So you know exactly what I'm talking about, Fit Lab. Yes, the GH5. I don't know. The GH5 does everything I need. It does for me. It's perfect. That's a perfect camera for me. I love it. Yes, Francis. A lot of the greatest coaches, like Greg Popovich, like coaches like that, they're either never played basketball or they were trash. Not trash, but they weren't good like that. Yeah, that's why I got the GH5 because they said the A7 III had a better autofocus and it was better for pictures, but the GH5 was better video. And I'm more so bought the camera for video. I wasn't really caring. I don't really care that much about taking pictures and stuff like that. I only have one lens. I'm gonna upgrade to another, but my next big purchase is gonna be a gimbal. Then after I get a gimbal, I'm gonna get upgrade the lens. But I just bought the lens. It's like when I bought the camera, they said like this lens you can add this lens for like 400 or something like that, and I got it. It's just a 12 by 60 millimeter or whatever, 12 by 60 lens. It does what I need. The picture comes out clear to me. It does from right now. It does what I need. But I definitely want to upgrade to the wider angle lens and stuff like that. I just feel like once you're shooting, like people see you with that long lens, they're like, all right, this guy is important. He does something big with that big ass lens. Steve Nash, yeah, I love it. So I put this on my Twitter and on my Instagram. I was like, I'm gonna become a Brook. I don't root for any basketball teams. I only root for players, but I'm about to become a Brooklyn fan now with Steve Nash because they're about to have their playing styles about to be incredible. They're just gonna run and gun, shoot crazy. I feel like it's gonna be same way how Steve Kerr when he first started with Golden State. They have all the like the Nets have all the talent. I know people hate on Kyrie and say he's kind of selfish one on one, but I got a rep for Jersey. Kyrie's Jersey born, so I got a rep for Jersey. We love Kyrie out here anyway. You can't say nothing. You can't say nothing bad about Kyrie in Jersey. You'll get stomped out. All right, kick it with Dan. We're about to be off soon. Thanks for coming through. All right, I'm gonna look into that. That's the best all around lens. I'm looking at that. Yeah, I'm from New Jersey. I'm in Virginia right now, but I'm from Jersey. Yeah, good old dirty Jersey. West Orange. Yeah, so you're. I know exactly where you're at. I'm from Piscataway. Not from Piscataway. I live in Piscataway now, but I'm from Somerville. I'm from Bridgewater. I live like the Bridgewater area, Somerville. That's where I was born. But I live in Piscataway now. Thank you guys for all these great comments and questions too, and keeping it live for this good hour. Like I said, I appreciate. Oh, you went to Rutgers, yeah. So I can literally walk to Rutgers. It'll take me 10 minutes if I walk from my place to Rutgers right now to to the rack. If I run from where I'm at to the rack is 10 minutes, 10-minute walk. That's how close I am. Thank you, Ace, for coming through. Thank you, Life of Vince. Yeah, yo, Fit Lab. We definitely have to chop it up. Now that I know that you're from Jersey, all this stuff, and you grew up out there, like we got to definitely chop it up. We're definitely gonna chop it up. Thank you guys. I appreciate. So, like I said, I appreciate. Yes, definitely. I appreciate each and every one of you that came out. I enjoy this. I just enjoy like this Friday. I'm gonna try to do this every Friday. Just this like the week is over. We can kind of relax, get ready for the weekend, enjoy ourselves, and all the strain and all the stress we put on ourselves to get stuff done during the week. Just time to relax and chill and get over. So thank you all again. All right. So my last parting words. Let's go Lakers. Beat those corny Rockets because of what they did to Chris Paul. And I'm out. Peace. Peace out, guys.